Classes and object, the first part. So, what is a class? In Swift, think of a class as being a container that stores multiple custom variables, also named properties, and actions or methods. So here is an example, class, and you give it a name, and that's how we're going to reference that class. And within this container that starts with an opening curly brace and ends with a closing curly brace, so within this we have properties and methods. Okay, so what's a class used for? Classes are flexible building blocks of code, and these blocks can be reused in a meaningful way, and it brings necessary organization. Okay, so it keeps the code clean and organized, and you can reuse without having to rewrite big chunks of code. Classes can represent real-life objects, such as physical or visible objects, as well as abstract or non-visible objects. Okay, and here are some samples in the next slide. Visible objects, such as an example, a dog, a computer, a person, a car, or a book, or let's say the ocean, or a mountain, speakers, glasses, bottles. You can keep going. All these are visible and physical objects. And then less obvious objects, which are abstract objects, such as a bank account, a telephone bill, a game leaderboard, a player within a game, a class roster, a poem. Now, here are some class variables and methods. So, variables, also known as properties. Let's say you have the position, that's the variable. One of the actions or methods you can apply on the position is move. Okay, so you can move left or right, or you can also move up and down, which would be jump. Okay, so jump would be another method or action that you can apply on a position. Now let's look at the next example. Variable is the date of birth. One of the methods you can use on the date of birth would be calculate age. Okay, now another one would be the currency. You can get the balance. That's the action you can do on the currency. Another action could be convert to another currency. So let's say you have US dollars, you can convert it to euros or pesos and so on. Now the address would be a variable you can ship to that address. Okay, all right, moving on. Now objects. What's an object? An object is created from a class. Okay, so once you know you have this class, you can create objects. And when we say we create an object, we say we spawn an object or we instantiate an object. And this object is an instance of a class. Now, here is what the object is. So if you think about it, the class is the blueprint of multiple objects. Now, here is an example. The class called car. Now, different objects that have been instantiated from this car are the Toyota Corolla, the Tesla Model S, the Audi R8, and so on. Okay, so as you can see, obviously all of these share common attributes and behaviors. Now, here is a more concrete example of objects versus classes. So on the left column, you have a class called dog, okay? So a dog will have a name, a breed, an age, and let's say a picture, okay? Now the dog number one, the name becomes Roscoe, so it's actually real now, okay? So at the class level, things are not, are still a little bit abstract, but once you start to instantiate it into objects, such as the dog one and dog two, now things are more real. The name is Roscoe, the breed is Chow Chow, and the age is 3, and the picture is right down. Now the dog number 2 is another object. Okay, the name is Foxy, and it's a terrier, and the age is 7, and here is another picture. Okay, so as you can see, these two are objects, and we can keep adding more real dogs, which would be objects spawned from this class.